If you ever receive a text message from your own phone number, never, ever ignore it. It was 12 a.m. on a Saturday night. Ethan was fast asleep in his bedroom when suddenly his phone buzzed. At first, he assumed it was just another random notification. But the moment he looked at the screen, his blood ran cold. The message had been sent from his own phone number. It read, "Open the windows." How was that even possible? Ethan convinced himself it had to be one of his friends pulling a prank. So, he tossed his phone aside, ignored the message, and went back to sleep. That was the biggest mistake of his life. A few moments later, creak. He woke up to the unmistakable sound of windows slowly opening. His eyes snapped open. Cold wind rushed through the room. The curtains were whipping violently in the air. Every window was standing wide open. Confused and uneasy, Ethan slowly walked toward them to close them. But the moment he looked outside, his entire body froze. Two glowing blue eyes were staring at him from the darkness beyond his backyard. He couldn't see a face. He couldn't see a body. The only thing visible was those two glowing eyes. Then, without warning, for barely 2 seconds, the shadow of a woman appeared right in front of the window and disappeared. Those 2 seconds were enough to fill Ethan with unimaginable terror. His entire body trembled uncontrollably. With shaking hands, he somehow managed to slam the window shut. The windows were finally closed, but the fear inside him wasn't. His heart was pounding. His hands wouldn't stop shaking. He crawled back into bed, but sleep never came. Then, his phone buzzed again. A new message appeared. "Wash your face." The moment he read it, he went completely numb. He left the message on scene, trying to ignore it, but the uneasy feeling inside him kept growing stronger. Then, his phone suddenly began making strange, distorted sounds. A few seconds later, the exact same message appeared again. "Wash your face." This time, he didn't ignore it. Slowly, he walked toward the bathroom. But the moment he stepped inside, a terrified scream echoed through the house. Written across the bathroom mirror were the words, "You should have listened to me." Panic exploded inside him. He ran out of the bathroom as fast as he could, but the second he stepped into the hallway, she was there. The same shadow, standing directly in front of him. And then, everything went silent. The next morning, neighbors gathered outside Ethan's house. Some pounded on the front door, others knocked on the windows, but no one answered. Why wasn't Ethan responding? What had happened inside? The questions kept growing. Finally, the police arrived. They forced the front door open. What they found left everyone speechless. The house was perfectly clean. Nothing was broken. Nothing was out of place. But Ethan was gone. The only thing left behind was his phone, lying on the bed. Then, the phone suddenly vibrated. One of the officers picked it up and opened the new message. The moment he read it, his face turned pale. His hands began to shake. The phone slipped from his fingers and crashed onto the floor. The message contained only 2 words. "You're next."